What's up, gamers? It's back with Jim from the Bros channel, and today what we're doing is a tier list video on the best Lego games. We got Star Wars, Batman, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, all the shit, and we're gonna be ranking all of them on this here tier list. With each one, I'm gonna be giving my take on why it belongs in a particular tier. The thing about this one is it's only the first 3 episodes, like the prequels of Star Wars. You got Anakin, you got Obi-Wan. Personally, I think this one right here, the B tier. It's not a bad start. It just wasn't all that exciting for me. It felt a little short of content. Just a little thing to pass the time for like $10, something like that. It had that classic Lego humor. It had everything, but it didn't have that many features outside of the levels to keep me coming back. Second, we got the sequel that came out right after. We got Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Now this one stepped it up. This one stepped it up from the first. More hub areas, more levels, more characters, more everything. More of the levels had cooler shit to them. You had the speed racing things in the Ewok forest, all that shit. And it handled better than the shitty pod racing from the first game. It had more, creative mini kits. It had more replayability for me. So that's why I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Next we got Star Wars Complete Saga, a no-brainer. I ain't even gotta tell you guys why. It's you got post game missions where you're a bounty hunter and shit. You have a character creator. You have the little bar with the little dudes going duh, 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 all the shit. And that's why it's an S tier. Next up, we got Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventures for the Wii. Now this came out like around the same time as Crystal Skull did, and they chose to omit it because Crystal Skull sucked fucking ass. And I'm glad they did, because what they did with this one was fucking cool. You had all kinds of puzzles. They made it epic. The sequence where you had gotta hop from truck to truck, Uncharted style, that shit was cool to me. Lego Indiana Jones is automatically an S tier. Next we got Lego Batman, the video game. Before it, you had all the groups of levels split into which movie they were from. With Lego Batman, they didn't have that. They just made it, okay, this is the main villain, and each level you're taking out one of his minions and shit. So once you beat the Joker in the end and you thought you finished the game, now you're playing as the villains in the same levels. Batcave, Arkham Asylum, all that you could fully explore. This belongs on the S tier for sure. Indiana Jones 2 Adventure Continues. They remade all the levels from the first game and then added the Crystal Skull level. Now I've heard that this game is even better than the first. I didn't bother to get this because I said, why am I gonna get the same game twice? And that's why I can't really rate it right now, because I don't know what the fuck the game looks like or plays like. So I think it's fair to put it in C, because I didn't. Yeah. Next up, we got Lego Harry Potter. Everyone had this one too, because who didn't like Harry Potter? He has nice spells and shit, and you could learn the spells in the game. I think I'm putting it in D tier. I really liked Lego Harry Potter, but I didn't like the whole subplot that they added with the Dumbledore scandal, where he's bringing students into his office after hours. I thought they took the Lego humor overboard in that bit. Next, we got Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. I own this one on Xbox, and it built on what the other Star Wars games had. The war sequences, I gotta hand it to them. That was innovative for a Lego game. Changed again the idea of what a Lego game could be. So that's why it's going in A tier. Next we got Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I think this one's going. I did play this one. I rented it for the Xbox. I didn't like it too much. I think it's going in C tier. It experimented a little more with the humor, kind of like Harry Potter. It's appreciated. They're taking steps out of their comfort zone, but I didn't like how Davy Jones, how they handled his tentacles in that one scene where they go into the little footholes of the Lego figure of the chick, the one Keira Knightley plays. That lady. She Next up we got Lego Harry Potter 5 to 7. I think it was even worse than the first because it had even less memorable fight scenes, even less memorable. It didn't bring back the pod racing from the first Lego game. It wasn't interesting to me. I just don't like Harry Potter, man. Next up we got Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Um this one I think is just all right. Um I'm sure it was pretty good, but I only managed to play a demo of it for the 3DS, so I don't think I got the full experience. But I feel confident enough in saying that it's an F tier because they didn't add the Harley Quinn clothes off skin from the last Batman game, and I think that's unforgivable. Lego City Undercover. I never played because I didn't own a Wii U. Um, I don't know if it came out on anything else. I didn't care. It's Lego City. Who the fuck cares about Lego City? Next, we got Lego Lord of the Rings. I had this one on Xbox. It brought a lot of welcome additions to the Lego games. It added a full open world map that you could explore outside of the levels and do quests in and shit. And that was really cool. It had a lot more bang for your buck. Aside from the replayability of looking for all the mini kits, all the secret levels, all that shit. And it's Lord of the Rings. Who doesn't like that? No, nobody fucking likes Lord of the Rings. The cut up Lego scenes version of it felt a little more engaging. Next, we got Lego Marvel Superheroes. Again, this one I played the demo for in on the 3DS, and this one was actually pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put it on A tier. In this one, you can play as Iron Man, and I didn't like that about Lego Batman 2 because Iron Man wasn't playable in that one either. Next, we got Lego The Hobbit. This one I didn't understand because they just made one game out of one movie when the rest of the Hobbit trilogy wasn't even out yet. It just became a habit of the Lego games being like, hey man, we need a Lego game out right now. That really pissed me off. They could have just come out with another Lego City 2. But it looks nice. The dragon's cool. Putting it in E tier. Lego Jurassic World. I didn't even like Jurassic World the movie. Did you guys? Leave a comment below if you like Jurassic World, because I'd like to have a conversation with you about why you liked it, because all I got from it was Chris Pratt. I don't even know what his main character name is, the guy. I don't remember shit from it, and it's Batman 3 Beyond Gotham was pretty cool because in this one they did finally respond to our feedback and put in the Harley Quinn clothes off skin. I think this goes in B tier. Next, we got Lego Dimensions. This was like the Skylanders that Lego tried to make. I didn't pay much attention to it. They could have just made Lego Movie, the video game, but they didn't. Instead, they made Batman, Gandalf, and the chick from Lego Movie. I didn't even watch the Lego Movie. I just know who she is because Shadman made a drawing. I'm gonna put that in D tier. Next, we got Lego The Avengers. This one goes in F tier because it's just Avengers Age of Ultron, but in Lego form. That's just more of this same shit that happened with Lego The Hobbit, where they just take one movie and make a bunch of levels out of it, and it's boring, and I didn't like it. And the same shit goes for our next entry, which is Star Wars Force Awakens. They just made another game out of one movie. Now, I like Star Wars. I like The Force Awakens. It doesn't give you enough out of one movie to make enough levels for you to play. Next, we got Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. This one improves upon everything that the first one did. And you can fly around an open world again. They put Super Dog in it. They put Question Man in it. They put the Hulk in it. They put everybody. Everybody's in this one. It just deserves a spot there. And next, we got Lego The Incredibles. Now you know what I'm gonna do for this entry right here. I'm gonna make my own tier called the God tier. It's the one you want to be at. and that's where Lego Incredibles goes, because I never been too big a fan of the Incredibles. When I found out that Lego was making a game out of the two Incredibles movies, I was kind of worried because I didn't know if they were gonna do these characters justice. But the humor's there, the levels are there, and Helen Parr, they got her down to a T, man. She's dummy thick. Um, and thus concludes my Lego games tier list. If you got a response, if you think that this tier list is wrong, if you think that this tier list is wrong, if you think you got a better one than me, please leave a comment below saying you're wrong. Check out my response, and I'll check it out, and I'll have a talk with you about it. You can hit me on my Twitter DMs and shit. I'll link it below. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see me do my Tidy Whitey's brand tier list. It would include stuff like Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, shit like that, because I got a lot to say about those. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, it's been your boy Jim, and keep it gaming, gamers.